What's up everybody? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I am Jess. Thanks for clicking on today's video. Today's video is going to be the August monthly challenge official kickoff. We're going to do a combination of my Keto Rewind Clean 30 challenge that I've been doing, I think, at least twice on this channel. We're going to do that with a twist, adding in some alternate day fasting. So instead of doing a full 30-day challenge or the whole month, I'm just gonna do like a 14-day restart or, kickoff, whatever you want to call it, to get your journey started. Or also kind of give you just an overview, just simply what does a typical keto day look like for me? What does a typical protein sparing modified day look for me? So anyways, that's the gist of it. I wanted to go over the finer details, the guidelines that I'm following, and but before I get to that, I want to say I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a healthcare professional. This is what I am doing to rewind my health from morbidly obese to a healthy weight. Talk to your own doctor and do what's best for you. This is just my story and my experience and what is working or what is not working for me. So anyways, with that said, let's kick off the challenge. Okay, so the Clean 30. I want to go over some basics. This time around, instead of doing the 30 days solid of the keto, I'm going to be doing the keto alternate day fasting combination. So that means we're going to have a keto day, then the next day is going to be alternate day fasting. You pick whatever type of fasting you want to do, and then again, on the next day, you're back to keto. Next day, back to alternate day fasting. So in my case, I really enjoyed protein sparing modified fasting. I'm going to be doing PSMF on my fasting days. So if you want to try intermittent fasting, if you want to try like a 24-hour fast, whatever it may be, a clear liquids fast, whatever you want to do, pick your own method. Or if that is too much or you're not ready for that, just do another keto day. Don't sweat it. So keep it simple. So in my case, every other day will be keto, PSMF, keto, PSMF. So the guidelines are, you're going to be tracking and planning your macros for the next 14 days. For me specifically, I like to use Carb Manager, and I will plan my day out and I will tweak and mess with the quantities of all the stuff I'm eating that day to see where my serving sizes should be, the ballpark idea of what to make, that kind of thing, how foods interact with each other with their own macronutrient components. I'll try to show a quick example of that at the end of this video, depending how long this video is. If it's a long video, we'll do that in the video for tomorrow. So anyways, track and plan your macros for the next 14 days. Okay, so another part of this challenge is to kind of dial it down and really minimize what you're eating and the amount of ingredients you're eating. So I would say if you see something that says it's keto, but it has ingredients in it that are not favorable to a ketogenic lifestyle, like wheat or something like that, try to just skip those for the 14 days. I didn't say completely cut them out, but just try for this challenge, cut those ones out and stick to more basic foods. So that obviously means limit your soy, limit your wheat, limit your sugar. And that means keto sugars too. But for this challenge, we want to just dial it back. It's part of the challenge. So I didn't say no, I said limit. Also limit dairy. When I first started keto, I did a lot of the more processed cheeses, and as my palate has developed, I tend to like more of the more aged cheeses. I find my body responds better using aged cheeses. So in this grand scheme of things, just limit your dairy, and if you're gonna have dairy, stick with the more aged cheeses like cheddar cheese, Parmesan cheese, and avoid, Velveeta and stuff like that for this challenge. The other thing is keep it simple and show up. Plan this out, take that time, take about an hour out of your day, plan the week, and show up every day and put your game face on and try. Don't give up, just try. I'm gonna do a higher protein keto. You can do regular keto, but being that I'm focusing more on hitting protein, I'm going to be dividing my meals up into 3 to 4 meals a day. Because when you're eating a higher protein amount, your body can't absorb like 100 grams of protein in one meal. It doesn't work that way. So 30 to 50 grams of protein per meal maximum. And also the best way to get that protein in is the true source, which would be, you know, an unprocessed source of it. For this challenge, I'm going to stay away from protein shakes. However, if you have protein shakes that you swear by and work for you, use the protein shakes. But for me, in this challenge, I'm going to try to use more regular, just larger servings of my protein. But you do you. There's no right or wrong answers here. This is just my take this time around. I like to constantly learn and see what works and what doesn't work. And then this is just a few fun things to track your progress. Granted, this is only 14 days, but you should see some results by the end of 14 days. So I'm only weighing myself once. When I start the challenge and at the end of the month, or when the challenge is over. I'm not going to be focused on the scale this time. So 2 weight measurements maximum, before and then after. And the other thing is I prefer to take measurements and take pictures. I can see more significant changes when you show it in a picture, a before and after photo, or just actual straight measurements. I'm going to take a high waist, like the smallest part of my waist measurement, my belly button measurement, and my hip measurement. Those are the 3 ones I've been doing the whole time. So definitely take your measurements and be consistent where you take it. That's why I like to use landmarks. Like the smallest part of my waist, that's a landmark. That's always there. I always have the smallest part. My belly button doesn't move, you know, so I'm always going to run the tape measure over my belly button. And then hips, the fullest part of my hips, that's not going to change either. So those are 3 great spots to be consistent when you're taking those pictures. So, and the other optional thing is, please find some way to move your body. Whether it may be yoga, a walk around the block, you know, a run, a day at the gym, you know, swimming, you know, whatever floats your boat. Basically, the goal here is just to move your body, to de-stress and to get that dopamine effect from a good solid workout. And that doesn't mean kill yourself. A leisurely stroll is still moving more than somebody on the couch. So the next thing is, let's talk about the actual macro goals for a high protein keto day versus a protein sparing modified fasting day. So on keto days, my goal is a high protein version of keto. So I'm gonna have slightly higher protein than a traditional keto. So I'm doing 5% carbohydrates, 35% protein, and 60% fat of my total, you know, macros for the day. That's what I'm breaking it down. My goals on a keto day is to stay under fat and carbs and strive to hit that protein. So that's my goals personally. I have the best results when I do that. So on a protein sparing modified fasting day, this type of fast spares your lean muscle because you're literally focusing on protein. So you're gonna get 10 total carbs, and that total carbs is basically, you know, like eggs have carbs in them, you know, like all that residuals and a little bit of like really watery vegetables like cucumbers or asparagus, that kind of very, very watery vegetables, high fiber. So when I first discovered protein sparing modified fasting, I could not believe how quickly fat adds up. So you have to really change your type of cut of meat. So in keto, you're typically aiming for like a chicken thigh. Well, in protein sparing modified fasting, you're going for the chicken breast. You know, like, you don't want the ribeye, you want the top sirloin or the flanks, what is it, not flank, top round, you know, like those ones that have very little fat, like very little, because it will add up so quickly. So I find that I literally have to plan out my macros so that I can hit these numbers because it's challenging, but not impossible. And then also because it's protein sparing, this is a significant higher protein. So 150 grams of protein is what's for my height and weight. So 150 grams of protein is what I'm aiming for. Now those numbers are based off of my own personal macros. I'm 5'8", I'm around 200 pounds, you know, so if you're 4'11", and, you know, like 125 pounds, obviously your macros will be different than mine because I'm bigger. Takes more to run me, you know, it takes less to run you. So definitely get a macro calculator. I'll link some down below and make this whole concept based off of your own macros. So basically that's the goals and the overview. So you can see all of this on my website, KetoRewind.com. The direct link is going to be down below. I'll also pin it in the comments. You can download the week 1 meal plan, and you will start seeing the videos for day 1 on the 16th of August. So day 1 will be my video of how I made it, you know, my little tidbits about each day, that kind of thing. So anyway, so I'm just launching this now so that you can have time to shop and get groceries. So when we kick off this challenge on the 16th, you can do it with me. Plus, it gives everybody a chance to like learn this, and then we can follow along. It will make sense as I go. I promise. It's not as hard as you think. Don't make it hard. Just keep it real basic and simple. Alrighty, so that's all for today. Tomorrow's video will be how I plan out a meal plan for a keto day versus a protein sparing modified fasting day. So anyways, I will see you then at the next one. Have a great day. I'm Jess. What doesn't challenge you won't change you. Bye!